Okay, so now it's time to add a new page. Start to make this website a bit more interesting. So I'd like to add an about page, which is going to be all about the St Edmund Church. Info appearing very soon. I'm going to save draft up here just to make sure I don't lose my work. And I want to add a photo. So I could do that through Add Media. I haven't got anything in my media library, and what I need to do is upload files from my computer. But actually I want to point out there's also something called a featured image, and it's always interesting to try out the featured image function because a different theme might have a great strategy for displaying featured images. You can have a featured image associated with a page or a post, and if the theme is using that featured image in a particular way, if there's no featured image, the result could be disappointing. And you may never know that unless you get into the habit of setting a featured image, and then if you don't like what happens, you can always put that image into the text. So I haven't got anything to upload yet. I'm going to go to Bing. Don't laugh, I really like Bing's image search. It's really, really strong. And let's look for a lovely church. And see this useful setting here called license. I'm going to look just for public domain pictures. Now, public domain picture means that the person who's posted it has said you're free to take it and use it just how you like, and you don't need to credit me. Now, actually, I quite like using pictures that somebody would like to be credited for, and it's easy to do that in WordPress. It's easy to keep track of that in WordPress, but on this occasion I just want something I can help myself to. So I could look at image size and make sure that it's large enough for my purposes, and now let's just browse down and see what catches our eye. So it doesn't matter too much what it is, because this isn't really the St Edmund Church. But okay, that looks absolutely fine. So let's click on that. Yep, I still like it. So why don't I save that image as a fake picture of St Edmund Church. And let's show that in a folder. Perfect. There it is. So we can go back now. Let's close that tab. And I can drag and drop right where I want it. That's picked up from the title, from the name of the file, a sensible description or title. I'm going to put in some alternative text in case somebody gets this page but the image doesn't load, but I'm not going to do too much hard work on this. Let's preview this page. And look, although we didn't put the picture into the copy, the theme has decided where images go. Now, some themes might want images to be of certain size or certain proportions, and so if you play around with themes, it's a very, very good idea to be sure that you're going with the grain of what the theme wants. But I'm happy with that, so let's publish our about page. And now if we look at the site, we have one problem. Where's the page gone? the customizer is a brilliant feature. It's a relatively new addition to WordPress. Now, I don't mean it appeared last Tuesday, but WordPress has been going a long time, and people were very excited when the customizer appeared. And one reason for that is it's not quite what you see is what you get, but it shows you what's changing when you make detailed amendments. So we want the menu to happen. It doesn't look like your site has any menus yet. Want to build one? Yes, please. Let's create a new menu. We'll call this main menu. And let's have it appear on the primary menu. And what do we want to add? Well, let's have a home page, and let's have the about page. Go ahead and publish. So now, as you see in this preview, I will have some links which go to my home and which go to the about page. And look at how there are lots of little pencil icons appearing, because we can edit things around here. Here it says shift click to edit this widget. What's a widget? A widget is just some little blob of stuff. A widget is a bit like a post. It's a component usually of something else. Widgets go into areas, and one of the areas that that widgets most often go into is menu areas, but also places like something called sidebars. So I'm going to go ahead and have a quick look at widgets. It says your theme has two other widget areas, but this particular page doesn't display them. That's saying that there are different pages or different types of page which can have different formats, and that's a really important WordPress feature. It means that one site doesn't have to look exactly the same on every single page. Now, you want some consistency, but if a site has, or if a page has a very particular purpose, being able to make it look quite different can be a really useful thing to have. But we do have a sidebar, and to be honest, at this stage I'm just not sure I want any of this stuff. So let's just remove it all. You can always get it back, but for right now it's not really adding anything to what I'm doing. And I think this has cleaned up my site a little. So again, I'm going to go ahead and publish that. And so now we have the posts appearing on the front page, and we have a menu, and we can look at our new page. Perfect. See you soon.